Hello, everybody. This is Angie Davis, and I am coming to you on this Wednesday in October. I am hoping everyone is well and having a wonderful week. And I just wanted to come on as I had a few things to talk about. I thought of this topic while looking for a recipe. So I love to cook, but I'm one that likes to plan first. So I had some hamburger in the freezer, and I thought, well, I'm going to brown that, and then I'm going to boil some noodles, and maybe I'll make goulash or something else, but I'm like, I just don't know. So I started looking through my recipe books. And so I started really thinking about how to apply that to your life. So if you're just joining me, say hello and where you're coming in from. I would love to give you a shout out. I do go back and check these messages after my lives. And if you don't know who I am Angie Davis, and I'm always here to try to give you as much value as I can of what I have learned in order to help my life. And I hope it helps you in your journey as well. So, do you know your recipe for success and for what you're doing? Hey Stu, how is Florida? I hope you guys are recovering and back to normal by now. We are finally getting a bit of feeling like fall football weather up here, so which I'm sure it's very warm for you. So anyway, thanks for joining. I appreciate you, Stu. So what is your recipe for success? You're welcome. You're welcome, Stu. The recipe for success, first of all, you have to get unstuck. And that all starts within your mind. With negative thinking and not thinking outside the box, getting used to being just comfortable with where you're at and learning how to just be that way and never wanting to do anything that feels uncomfortable. So you need to get unstuck and break free from your past. So you need to let that all go in order to move forward, in order to make this recipe successful. You can't just throw raw hamburger in with some raw noodles and expect it to be done in a few minutes. You got to brown the hamburger, drain the grease, boil the noodles, then combine the two, then add whatever else, and then cook longer. So there's always steps in your process of when you're actually cooking, and there's definitely steps in your life and on your journey that you have to take. You can't just jump and make, and skip all the little steps. And by saying that, you have to make sure that you celebrate all those little steps and successes too. Because all the little things build up and they become the big things and the big successes and the big rewards and the end results that you're always looking for. But first off, you have to know that you have to realize that you are actually stuck in your life and that you need to become unstuck, and you have to take that first step. And in order to do that, you have to break free from the past. You can't always hold on to the woulda, shouldas, and couldas. That'll actually make you go backwards and won't keep you from going forward. I apologize, I have notes, I'm following my notes. So in order to become unstuck, you have to make a lifestyle change. You have to work on mindset. You have to work on personal development. This has to be stuff that you do for yourself and only for yourself. Because in order to change your mind, you have to completely retrain your brain. And you have to do personal development, which means you have to start adding new routines into your daily life. They don't have to be big things, but they have to be little things that are repetitious, and you have to do them daily. In order to do them daily, they will become habit, and you will continue to do them. And then you won't even realize that you're doing it because it's just natural. And so you have to change from your old patterns to some new patterns. And like I said earlier, it's like following a recipe. You can't just jump and all of a sudden be like, wow, I have like 5 new things that I'm doing right away this morning. in order for my morning routine. That's a little overwhelming. And then your brain can easily start tricking you and be like, oh, and you start feeling that overwhelming feeling, which you don't want, because that's completely defeats the entire purpose. So start small. So I want you guys to think about what your morning routine is, what your recipe is for success in your life, what you're doing to take those steps in order to get there. So for an example, I have an awesome quote, and this is from Brian Fanelli. If you guys don't follow him, he's a pretty cool dude, and he knows what he's talking about. And he says, if you are constantly improving who you are and the value you give, you will win. And that is so true. So if you keep improving who you are as a person, being better for yourself, which in return is better for others, and then you're sharing the value that you are learning, you're gonna win. It's just the circle of life. We all want to be winners, right? So, I thought that was pretty cool. And so back to the personal development. You have to have a daily personal development routine. It has to be, just think about it. We already all probably do have the same one. As far as you get up when the alarm goes off, you, whatever, let out your dog if you have a dog, or get your kids up if you have kids, take your shower or start your coffee, get ready for the day, figure out the clothes you're going to wear, all those things that we don't even think about, but those are steps we do every single day, no matter what. So in order to improve and be more positive in the direction that you want to go and to be more successful, you need to add some more positive steps into your daily routine. So for like an example, do you journal? That could be one that you could do in the morning. Maybe take a few minutes and reflect. Do something like that. I journal at night. I have an awesome app. It's actually 365 Gratitude. It's an app on my phone, and it'll ding at 7 o'clock, and I will write down all the questions it asks me, and that's my journaling every night. And it keeps me consistent that way, and it keeps me on task. And it's really actually pretty cool because it makes me think about some things in a different way. Every single night there's some different example or different topic that comes up. And you relate that to your own life. So I really love that app. So that's my journaling. I do that at night. But in the morning, I, do my affirmations. How do you speak to yourself in the morning? And it might sound crazy, but think about the Rocky theme song. I am, right? I am a warrior. I am going to make this. I am strong. I am, going to win. I'm going to win this fight. I'm going to conquer the day. Whatever it is, make sure you say I am instead of things like, oh, I wish, or if only. Say it as if it's going to be done, because that is part of retraining your brain, and that is huge. And eventually all this stuff will fall into place. You'll be amazed. So do your affirmations in the morning. Stand in front of the mirror, dance, yell it out. Pump yourself up. It's awesome. It's exciting. It gets your heartbeat going. Do you have a vision board, or do you have some sticky notes everywhere that say your goals on it and things that you want to achieve? Do you look at that, and then do you sit and actually pray it into existence? Picture yourself at that place, or doing those things, or whatever it is that you have on your vision board, or whatever you want to succeed in your future. Another one is, do you meditate? Some people meditate, do yoga, do their exercise in the morning. That could be one as well that you could add in. It wouldn't have to be a whole huge routine, because I know everybody's on a time crunch. But if you just add in one new thing a day, you'll be amazed how your life will start to change for the better. Excuse me. Another thing is, do you have any inspirational books or audio messages? Do you have inspirational speakers, motivational speakers that you listen to? Listen to 10 minutes of that. I do that in the morning, every morning. Or I listen to a training of one of my mentors or my leaders, or just somebody that I absolutely admire and would love to be like or meet. So with all that being said, personal development, you need to live it. And by having good personal development, you can live it. You can feel it, breathe it, pray it into existence. All those take so much. And if you do that daily, things will get better in your life. Even your relationships with people, your job, your attitude in life, and just anything. It all starts getting better and balanced out, and you don't feel like you have so much weight on your shoulders and on your chest, and you don't have those overwhelming and stressful feelings all the time. You know, I battled anxiety my entire life, but my panic attacks are few and far between. So anyway, find your recipe for success. Add something new into your daily routine. Do it habitually, day in, day out. It will become part of your routine. Then add something else, even more positive, and just keep going. Make sure that you follow your path, follow where you want to go, and be as successful as you want to be. So I hope you have a fabulous week. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining, and have a blessed evening. And I love you all.